When I added this to my queue, I did not realize it was based on a TV show. And in true GameFly fashion, it's a racing game. I think. The vehicles and their drivers have one thing in common. The need for speed. Wow, what a warning. You know, at least they admit that they're dumbasses. This is based on a street racing reality TV show based out of Oklahoma City? Which, for those who don't know, is a city famous for... stealing Seattle's basketball team, I guess? I think at this point all I can hope is that the farm truck racing lives up to at least the standard set by the forklift races in Shenmue. Am I driving a boat? What is this?
Those of you familiar with the Oklahoma street
Who the
racing...
Some anonymous LinkedIn person is instructing me.
I've been drag racing for years, kids,
Yeah.
so I know a thing or two.
The voiceovers are very sudden and oddly timed.
Those babies up and keep the car steady.
Ah, geez, I feel like I'm trying to grind in a Tony Hawk game.
Racing's more than hitting the gas. Shifting up's gonna cause some pulling. Get
Whoa.
ready to compensate and stay in your lane.
The shifting up tutorial happened after I already shifted up twice. Okay, I don't know why the game just stopped.
Not bad.
I was pressing every button on the
Jump
controller
straight into
and
a
nothing
race.
was happening.
It's your call. No pressure. Just do your best.
Who willingly goes by that alias? Silky Smooth Fawns.
But I'm thinking the car's the real talent. Prove me wrong.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
we got a surprise for you.
There's a
Murder
stark
Nova's
contrast
own
between
protege against none
the
other
actual
than
stars from the
Big
show
King
sounding
himself,
completely bored
Big
out of their
Chief.
mind,
Talk about a
and
rough
this
start.
anonymous
Now let's
LinkedIn
see what
profile
happens.
yelling at me. Oh, pfft. I guess if you hit the wall, the race just starts over.
You gotta start with a bad car to be a good driver.
So can I just take none of these cars? All of these seem like something that would run at the 24 Hours of Lemons.
I think you're ready to
Oh.
head out on your own. See
It gave
what
me a
new
menu and then I
races are.
couldn't press any buttons. Okay, this does not handle very well. Oh god. How do I reverse? I want to say it feels like my car is skating, but skating almost implies a sense of quickness and speed,
Hey, careful.
which is not what I'm feeling right now.
Scooter.
That works, scooter. I leveled up? There's a level up system? Hold on, is it just like a gamer tag where it doesn't really mean anything? Oh, we got a loot box. Of all the games, for that to show up... Fuck it, we're moving on. If there are any turns on this course, I am screwed. I understand it's a shitty car, so it's not going to control grades. But, oh good, it's a drag race. It started veering to the right for some reason. Zookeepers? Who is coming up with these names? So the game, based on a show on the Discovery Channel, has a vehicle called the Discoverer. And another one called Big Adventure. I'm just going to call Big Adventure the Hamtaro car. This is actually giving me flashbacks to when my older brother and some of his high school friends quote-unquote modded an old Toyota Corolla. Thing is, they had absolutely no money for it. So they got like chrome paint and then just chromed random parts of the car. They taped up the hood and the back of it and the roof and spray painted like a black and orange racing stripe on it. They couldn't afford a spoiler, so they welded a towel rack to the back of it.
This allowing you to drive forward this one.
Oh, Jesus. It's a straight line course, and it is handling terribly. Okay. So I didn't touch the stick at all, and it just started moving to the left. I got
Hope you
Desert
folks
Bus the
bet on
car.
left lane.
I just realized, It's giving me skins for cars I don't have. Where in the options menu do I put in my credit card information to get more of these? Oh geez, it's a mobile game now. I gotta wait 2 days to find out if I found anything from searching the junkyard. I just realized we're getting frame dips on this menu. Oh jeez. I've joked before about how American cars are fine as long as you're only traveling in a straight line. But in this game, that's not the case for either situation. Whoa. Okay. Even, like, highly tuned cars do not decelerate that fast.
You just earned a trip to the...
I can't wait to see what my next loot box holds for me.
A rim, exhaust thing, and the paint job.
In Pandora's loot box, you don't even get the Ray of Hope at the end. 3 skins for cars I don't have. Fucking great. Oh, we're racing on an Oklahoma highway. Because there are that few people in Oklahoma. I'd love if the game was entirely in Oklahoma and there was just one race in Spain for no reason. Is this Sunset that we're doing this? I mean, I joked about, like, the number of people in Oklahoma, but there aren't that few people there. Especially not around a city.
I mean, I want to say they include the people out, and probably just found like an hour with someone.
They have people on the inside committing crimes on the other side of the city to distract the
That does
police.
it, with the left lane taking the win.
They aren't even clever enough to call it a gearbox.
What's the point of getting expensive brand new stuff when you can find perfectly working parts for free?
It's not perfect, but it's perfect enough.
Great. Dude was bragging about finding good stuff in the dumpster and now we can't use it.
Acceleration is how fast your car picks up speed. No point in having a great top
Okay.
speed if you can't reach it.
If
before the
someone
race is
got
over.
this game based on a
Launches
street
the
racing
boost
series, do you
once you
really need
release
to
the
explain to
brakes
them
in the
what
beginning of a
acceleration
race.
means?
Don't forget that.
Just saying,
Here's the answer.
You're not a car person.
See?
Well, I'm
See
also
which
not a
ones work
zebra
best for
person,
you.
but I know
And
what one of
don't
them
be dumb.
is, what it does,
Test
what it
track's
looks
there
like.
for a reason.
Man, lots of street racers in Oklahoma City look like the grayscale version of the Stig from Top Gear.
Lucky Rockets.
Oh good, I can just skip the burnout by letting go of the brakes. I didn't do that intentionally, mind you, but still. Wait, you can get called out by other racers? In a scene with a JPEG and no dialogue? That's incredible. They even name it according to seasons and episodes. I didn't notice that until now. That dude's name had Mad in it. That's how you know we're dealing with rough, tough outlaw folks. With their loot boxes and their experience leveling up systems. Are you ready to drive in a straight line again? I just realized the map has us going to various parts of the US that aren't Oklahoma. So even the game based around Oklahoma doesn't want to stay in Oklahoma. You can't adjust this with the D-pad at all. You have to do it with the control stick, but there's lag on the control stick, so you can't adjust in individual increments. You know, this is the kind of racing I prefer, but it feels so miserable to do in this game. If this weren't widescreen, would you ever guess that it was running on like a console past the PS2? Okay, maybe the Wii. Wait a
Which
minute.
driver let you?
I hit the platinum time? What? Wow, it took a long time to load in that car. Jeez. So I think the standards are set pretty low. Also, the engine just kept revving even when I wasn't hitting the gas at all. Oh, you have to hit level 15 before you can use the shop. The pimp juice mixture of each team? Excuse me? Wait a minute, this is the same course. You know how you can just race on active airport strips and everybody's just okay with that?
No, they're outlaws. No one's okay.
Well, nobody's trying to stop it. Fuck it, I'm going in the dirt. I was trying to make it to the plane. How dare I try to have fun with this game?
Game 97%.
Oh, pff. This game. You know, part of being an outlaw is very strictly following rules. Okay, we never have to see that again until 5 races from now, when they recycle all the maps. A+. This game thinks much more highly of me than I do.
What if this game has reverse courses?
What if it has reversed and mirrored courses? Uh-huh.
Is this like a top speed thing? Oh,
I thought it was a top speed thing, but then that happened.
3, 2.
I guess by Oklahoma City standards, this is fun.
Whoa, hope you buckled your...
Boy, I wonder if this will be any different from every other time we did this. I mean, we've already seen that they're recycling the same 3 or 4 loading screens over and over and over. And this is just the airport again, but they threw, like, stars into the sky. God, everything about Wheelie Wesley is a disappointment. His name, his car, is looking exactly like the 8 racers from previous runs. You know, I was complaining about how most of the races are just straight lines, but seeing how this game behaves, like, not just the handling of the car, but the frame dips and slow down when you try to actually race a course. I don't know if these guys could handle, like, a full, proper racing game.
you have to consider handling for a straight line.
What? Oh, okay. I couldn't turn left
Hey,
for
that
some
didn't
reason.
sound good.
Oh, jeez. Even the bump distance mini-game is starting to lag and drop frames.
What is the in-universe point?
You know, it's a very good question. What is the point of any of this?
And it's over.
Someone in Oklahoma decided this was what life is all about. Oh, come on! I can't wait till we beat Not So Slow Sandy and get paired up with Below Average Johnny. Below Average Johnny!
Welcome to the season finale.
Wait,
Racers
duel on the
from all
open
over
road
country
of
will
a
compete
closed
for a spot
racetrack.
among the street outlaws.
Wait, what happened to the other guy? Oh! The person I was racing disqualified themselves. Oh, the barrels act like sonic bumpers, jeez. Also, I'd just like to note that the list has not come up at all so far in... What is this game called again? Street Outlaws The List.
Welcome to the season
Are you kidding me? That was a tie? Down to the 1,000th of a second? So do we have to race again? Wait, what happened?
You really stepped up. Never forget the heart of our brotherhood.
I guess that counted. We're in Season 2, so we'll start seeing different tracks, right? Oh, just stop. You can tell it's getting bad when I start talking to like whatever car I'm driving like it's an unruly child. I don't even know what that texture on the back of our car is supposed to be. It looks like we're just carrying a car full of ash.
Hello, good sir and or madam, and welcome to Asian's Kingdom of Wonders.
Oh
computer's
no.
right there if you want to browse. We gotta keep some stuff left for our customers.
It was going to load LinkedIn guy's voice, but decided not to at the last second. Yes, comrade, we're about an hour, 45 minutes into the game and still have no idea what it takes to be a street outlaw, even though we actually are one now. How come for the minigame, where you're trying to line up with a target, they don't have the track that's just a straight line? Also, did the car just spawn in? Because it looked like it slammed into the ground when the screen appeared. This is so monotonous. I know I'm stating the obvious, but it needs to be said. All the music in this is clearly just the background music for a reality show, like the generic stock stuff that you get in bulk. Oh my god! I think what happened is when I scrolled through too fast, it tried loading all the cars at once, and it just couldn't handle that. Team 6 Game Studios. I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't know where I've heard it before.
I've heard of them before. Taxi Race in Berlin. Taxi Race in New York 2. Taxi Race in London 2.
Noticing a pattern.
And that does it.
Taxi 3 Extreme Ride. Like the other game they made last year is Super Street Racer.
All these names for games that
You
you're
want some of the
listing
good
off
stuff?
sound like they were auto-generated.
They've made Calvin Trucker's Redneck Farm Animals Racing Tournament.
Oh, Calvin's Redneck Fart, they did that? I'm assuming most of the budget was securing the rights to make a game based around the show. We unlocked that car that sort of looks different from the other cars. No Brakes Bran? That sounds like a breakfast cereal for gearheads. For this car that's used to going in a straight line, the moment it doesn't go in a straight line, it's hard to get it to go in a straight line again. This car is stuck. I'm noticing that a lot of places in Oklahoma are just people's names. Edmond, Oklahoma, Avery, Oklahoma, Perry, Oklahoma. I think there's a Norman, Oklahoma too. My brain is just cars and straight lines at this point. Okay, cars, straight lines, and pimp juice. Oh, the way this game hiccups sometimes when you try to race. Oh god, it lagged on saving. I think the game is just falling apart. Oh shit, it's the carnival level from King of Route 66. Oh great, it's a carnival level where the carnival is, like, a mile in the background. Why would you even... Ugh. Oh god. The game is hiccuping more and more often. Wait, did my opponent disqualify themselves? They did! Okay, there's Season 2, Season 3, Bar Graph, and then some guy. Those are the 4 different stages. Oh, I see. It's slightly darker now, therefore different stage. That was another tie? How are there so many ties happening in the... Whatever.
Is it a PS2 game, Xbox, GameCube?
Nintendo Switch and PS4.
What? 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 You're shitting me.
This came out last year. Wow, they disqualified themselves within the first 50 feet of the race. When does Vin Diesel show up? Fucking never. Oh god!
Try using
Oh,
your
God.
hands. Take off
What
the
even
shades,
is
dude.
that effect supposed to be?
Sir, this is not Mario Kart, sir.
This is clearly Sonic All-Stars Racing the List. You can tell I'm playing as Danica Patrick because I can't stop crashing.
This looks... I'm sorry.
Oh god! I think I somehow got a speed boost from the barrels. The steering is so laggy I can't even move to hit the objects I'm supposed to destroy. Also, they make squeaky toy sounds when I destroy them. I didn't even notice that till now. I'm just gonna finish out this sequence of races, and if it's just more of the same, I'm calling it quits. Well, okay, my car just shifted over to the left violently and kicked me off the road.
So, did your parents give you enough lunch money today?
Wow, the audio balancing is so bad. I can't even hear the voices
I'm here if
sometimes.
you have any questions.
God damn it. Looked like he was trying to crash into the camera. God damn it, I think he won. It's so hard to time the gear shifting when the game keeps like, freezing for split seconds at a time. Fuck this,
Good
I'm
luck
done.
with-
Nope,
Good luck with
I'm
it.
out. Wait a minute. These guys made another game that I played for GameFly streams. Wait, I think they did two. Because I'm pretty sure I played one of the Glacier games and Flat Out. So that sucked.